You know that feeling when you actively avoid looking at your bank account.
Oh, yeah. Like it's that messy drawer you promise yourself you'll clean out
Oh,
eventually.
it just feels so, I don't know, overwhelming sometimes.
It really does. And, we all start the week thinking, this is the week I'll get organized financially.
Right. And then, well, life happens. Errands, laundry, kids, work.
Your brain feels like it has, what, 45 tabs open?
Exactly. And somehow, dealing with money just keeps slipping down the priority list.
And it's funny because the usual advice is like get a stricter budget or track every penny.
Which just sounds like more work, more overwhelm.
Precisely. The problem often isn't needing more rules, it's needing a different approach.
That's kind of the shift I had, realizing I didn't need more complexity. I needed something simple, consistent, like a little reset button each week.
A reset, a rhythm.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. And this whole idea, this weekly rhythm, it comes from Ashlyn. She's a personal finance mentor.
Right, I've heard of her work.
Yeah, she spent like 9 years helping families get out from under debt, serious debt, cars, credit cards, even paying off mortgages early.
Wow, so they can actually, live their lives without that constant money worry.
That's the goal.
Hmm.
And she found this simple weekly check-in makes a massive difference.
Okay, so let's get into that. This weekly financial reset. Why does that work so well, especially when life feels chaotic?
Well, a big part is it gives you a fresh start every single week. No guilt about last
Ugh,
week.
the sound of that. No baggage.
None.
Yeah.
And it helps you switch gears. Instead of constantly reacting like, oh no, this bill is due,
Yeah.
you start looking ahead, being proactive.
Just so you feel more in control, less like you're just putting out fires.
Exactly. You're making choices before you have to. Plus, it's not this huge, daunting task.
That's key, right? It has to be manageable.
Totally. Small check-ins.
Yeah.
15 minutes, maybe. But doing it consistently builds real momentum over time without feeling like a huge burden.
Okay. Practical steps. You mentioned Ashlyn has a way to personalize this using AI.
Yeah, she uses a neat prompt with ChatGPT, actually. It helps create a routine tailored to you.
Interesting. What's the prompt look like?
Pretty straightforward. Something like, I want a weekly financial reset routine that works for busy moms with ADHD or executive dysfunction. Ask me 5 questions about my habits, then build a simple 15-minute routine I can do every week to stay on top of my money without stress.
Okay, simple enough. And you can adapt that busy mom part to fit whoever you are, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. The core is asking for a simple, short routine based on your habits.
So what kind of questions does the AI ask?
It tries to get a feel for your life, like how often do you get paid, what days are usually less crazy for you.
Makes sense. Finding the best time to do it.
Right. And are your bills' due dates kind of all over the place or pretty consistent? How often do you actually look at your accounts now?
Okay. Getting a baseline.
And maybe the biggest one, what's causing you the most money stress right now?
Focusing on the main pain point. So based on those answers, what might a routine look like?
Well, a sample one might be, spend 15 minutes every Saturday morning. First, just glance at upcoming bills.
Okay, check what's coming up.
Then, check your account balances quickly. No deep dive needed.
Got it.
Then, move money where it needs to go for those upcoming bills or expenses.
Practical step, cover your bases.
And then, this is important, celebrate one small financial win from the week. Anything.
Oh, I like that. Acknowledging progress.
Yeah. And finally, pick one tiny step forward for the next week. Like maybe send an extra $25 to debt or set up a small automatic savings transfer. Just one thing.
15 minutes. Review, check, move, celebrate, plan one small step. That actually sounds doable, really doable.
It is. And Ashlyn really stresses this isn't just another to-do list item. It's a ritual.
A ritual. Like
Yeah.
building a positive habit.
Exactly. It's that consistency that changes your relationship with money over time. Less stress, more feeling like you're steering the ship.
Right. Okay. So for people who like this idea but maybe want a bit more structure or support, you mentioned Ashlyn created something.
Yes, she built a tool called Budget Buddy.
Budget Buddy. Okay.
And it basically takes this whole personalized weekly reset idea and puts it into an easy-to-use format. It gives you that structure.
So it's kind of like having a little money coach in your pocket.
That's a great way to put it. But without the rigid rules or the shame that sometimes comes with traditional budgeting.
What does it actually do?
It helps you set up those personalized weekly resets, gives you flexible ways to plan debt payoff, even if money's tight, and includes mindset support too.
Mindset support. That's interesting because so much of this is mental, right?
Absolutely. Feeling confident and capable is huge.
So stepping back, the big message here isn't you need a better budget. It's more.
It's that you probably don't need another complicated, restrictive system. What most of us need is just a simple, manageable rhythm.
A rhythm to reset, refocus each week, feel a bit more calm and in control.
Exactly. It's about finding what's sustainable for your actual life.
Absolutely. Okay, so maybe a final thought for everyone listening. What's one really small, consistent financial thing you could try this week?
Yeah, even just 5 minutes. What's one tiny action you could turn into a ritual to bring a little more calm, a little sense of progress with your money?
Something to think about. Find your rhythm.